Bronze medalist, Adeline Gray. Nice match. Talk about it.
Thank you. Really was just running off the momentum that Lampy started. She went out there and dominated, and I really was just using that as inspiration to get out there and really get after it. 6 minutes is, I know it sounds silly, but a little new to me, so definitely been working on that stamina and that conditioning of lasting those whole 6-minute matches and getting out there. I definitely want to get back to my old style of into those matches in minutes. So I just need to work on committing to my shots and really getting after there sooner.
She tried to go upper body with you the whole match.
Yeah.
How did you work that out? I mean, the first one you ended up getting more points, but
I did.
It seemed like that's where she wanted to be.
A little bit of hustle.
Yeah.
I don't think much else happened there. She definitely had the technique and overpowered me a little bit in the position, but I was able to scramble and never panic there. I think that's something I learned when I was really young, was not to panic in those situations, and it works on this level.
So third medal for you at the World Championships. You came for gold, but obviously this really helps the team as well, right? I mean,
I really wanted to give that gold to my team, and I feel a little disappointed in myself, and definitely ready to go back to the drawing board and make sure that this doesn't happen again. I wanted gold for my team, and that's what they're going to get next year.
Is this a weight class you enjoy? I mean, they're going to switch them up at some point.
No, I feel a little out of place here, but it's definitely somewhere I can make my home, and it depends on where the weight classes lie. Ideally, I want them to go 75, 70, 65, but that's a big girl talking, so we'll see if that's what they put in style.
What was the biggest difference in the competition being up a weight class? Were they stronger? Were they slower?
I think the experience. A lot of the 67 girls, I think, are newer girls who step on the scene. You don't really know the names. You don't really know where they come from. These girls, consistently, you're talking about a 2-time medalist at the Olympics, which I haven't even been wrestling for 2 Olympic cycles. So for me, seeing somebody who has that much experience under their belt is like me wrestling Christy Morano. I mean, one of those great Iris Smiths. I mean, those girls that have a legacy here, and these girls really have that. So just really that presence on the mat, that these girls know what they're doing and they're willing to commit to it, and they know what it takes. Just a matter of outsmarting that.
How about leading up to it, the months and weeks leading up to where you're not probably focused as much on diet and keeping weight down, and that's a big factor.
It is.
I mean, mentally, how does that probably help, and what's that like?
It's been a ton of help, cutting. Before I was consistently cutting about 8 kilos, so now just going down to cutting 3 or 4 really has been a blessing because I can train longer up into the competition. I felt like I was able to do live, like a full practice up until about a week ago when I was like, okay, I just want to start tapering down, and it was then on how my body felt. It no longer was like, oh, I gotta get on the bike for 2 hours and then do my practice. So I think I definitely saw a difference in just how good my body feels right now. I don't feel depleted, I don't feel drained. I think we had a good training camp and a good taper into things. Coach really evaluated things, and I don't know if it's a combination of just some smaller adjustments on the coach's side or if it's just the weight difference. I mean, that could be all the difference in the world, but we'll see. We'll definitely see how my legacy starts building at this weight class.
So you feel like you're just getting started?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is not, retirement's always somewhere in the back of your head, but at the same time, I think this is somewhere where I'm supposed to be, and I'm supposed to be an Olympic champion, and that's what I wanted to deliver in 2016.
You have family here?
I do. My mom and dad and my little sisters are watching at home, and then my boyfriend's here, so I'm super excited to go celebrate with them, and headed off with Victoria and Anthony to a little celebration trip after, so a little bittersweet, not the goals we wanted, but definitely gonna go celebrate still.
Sure. This is your third, you've been in Worlds, you've been to Olympics. Does it feel different now? Not that it's old hat, but are you, maybe the pressure, the nerves are gone because you've been there before? Is it a different feeling coming in, or is it?
It is. I think it's more focused on the confidence, and your focus, I think, is the biggest thing. You know when to turn it on and when to turn it off. I think when you're first here, you see all the lights and you end up trying to stay at this high level the whole time. And now I know 3 days before when we first get to the competition zone, slowly get into things, slowly check out the facilities. You don't need to see everything in one day. You're going to be here for a week. I think just realizing your energy level doesn't need to always be at a peak high, because you end up burning out by the time you get to the finals at 8 o'clock at night on the 7th day you've been here. So it definitely makes for a little less long days. You know when to nap. You're not worried about, am I going to be up in 5 minutes? You know the panic's not there. So they're not going to wrestle without me.
You got that right.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
You're a veteran, and we're looking forward to World and Olympic titles.
Awesome.
Thanks, Adeline.
Thank you.